There was once a young man named David. David was kind, hard-working, and full of dreams, but despite his good heart, he carried something heavy, the weight of his past. Every mistake, every failure, every word that had ever hurt him, he carried it all like a backpack filled with stones. Whenever something reminded him of his past, he would stop, open that backpack, and take out those memories. He would look at them, feeling the same pain again and again, reliving moments he should have left behind. His present was haunted by the ghosts of what had been, and his future seemed dim under their shadow. One day, David was wandering aimlessly when he came across an old monk sitting quietly beside a river. The monk, with eyes that seemed to hold ancient wisdom, noticed the deep sadness in David's gaze and asked gently, "My son, why do you look so tired? Your shoulders carry a burden that is not made of cloth or leather." David sighed, the sound heavy with exhaustion. "I'm tired of my life. Every day feels heavier than the one before. I try so hard to move forward, but my past keeps pulling me back like an anchor in a raging storm." The monk smiled with a serene warmth. "I see," he said. "Let's take a walk together." They began to walk in silence along the riverbank. The only sounds were their footsteps on the earth and the gentle flow of the water. After a few minutes, the monk stopped and pointed to a smooth, grey stone. "Pick up this stone and carry it," he instructed. David picked it up. It was small and fit comfortably in his palm. "Carry this," the monk said, "and keep walking." They continued their journey. Every few minutes, the monk would ask David to pick up another stone, each one bigger and heavier than the last. Soon David's hands were full. He struggled to balance the stones, his arms began to ache, and his back stooped under the growing weight. He could barely walk, each step a monumental effort. Finally, the monk stopped and looked at David, who was breathing heavily, his face strained with exertion. "Why do you keep picking them up when you can hardly carry them?" the monk asked, his voice calm. Panting, David replied, "Because you told me to." The monk's kind smile returned. "Yes," he said softly, "and now you understand. Life didn't tell you to carry your past. You chose to pick it up, again and again. Each time you dwell on a painful memory, you are adding another stone to your burden." David stood there silent. The stone suddenly felt immensely heavier. He realized with stunning clarity that it wasn't his past that was holding him down. It was his own refusal to let go. He was the one choosing to carry the weight. The monk continued, his voice like the flowing river beside them. "My son, look at the river. It keeps flowing. It never stops to collect the leaves and twigs that fall into it. They simply float for a while and are carried away. Let your life flow the same way. Don't carry yesterday's pain into today. Don't let the past steal your strength for tomorrow." David looked at the river, truly seeing it for the first time. He opened his hands and let the stones fall one by one. They dropped into the water with a series of splashes, each sound echoing like a release. Each ripple felt like freedom, each sound a promise of a lighter heart. From that day on, whenever David felt the familiar weight of his past trying to settle on his shoulders, he remembered the monk's words, "Don't carry yesterday, let it flow away." He began to smile more. He forgave himself for his mistakes and forgave others for their words. He stopped replaying old failures in his mind. And little by little, life started to feel lighter, brighter, and more beautiful. If you are holding on to something from your past, a mistake, a heartbreak, a failure, remember this story. You cannot start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Let it go. Forgive. Move forward, because you deserve peace. Your future is an unwritten page, waiting for a beautiful story. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, Line Chia C, and turn on the notification bell. That way you won't miss the next inspirational story that could change your life. Thank you for watching.